Hey everybody, it's Carrie and I am back with another weekly chat video, and I just want to start out with a warning. The puppies are in here with me. They are playing and probably will make some noise, so if you hear anything, that is what is going on. How have you guys been doing this past week? I've got to tell you, it feels like somebody turned the heat off outside and the air conditioner on, and I'm like, my goodness, this is May, and I think the temperature was down in the 40s this morning. I am just like, whew. So the first week of May has been a little bit chilly. Hopefully, wherever you guys are, you've been having some nice weather. I am planning on taking the puppies out after I film this video. I may film some more videos. I am kind of one of those people, it's like I like to have several filmed at once, and that way I can... Told you they were going to bark. Then that way I can kind of relax, and really the only videos that I worry about filming are these chat videos and the outfit videos. Girls, shh, 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 shh. I'm trying to film a video. Oh my goodness. Anywho, let's see. Last weekend I went to Jackson Falls. If you watched the vlog, they're just trying to destroy the room right now. Anyway, I don't know if you guys watched the vlog or not, but I went to Jackson Falls last weekend. It is just off of the Natchez Trace Parkway. I think it's Parkway. It's about an hour outside of Nashville. Now the speed limit is about, part of the way down there it was about 45 miles an hour, and then it went up to about 50 miles an hour, and then there are a lot of motorcycles driving out there, a lot of people just on normal bicycles. I probably saw, I'm going to say 100 people riding their bikes. And so you do have to drive pretty slowly on that, and it's a beautiful drive though. They don't have any like billboards or a whole lot of road signs. They have a few road signs, but not many. So it has not been cluttered up with any type of signage or anything else like that. You're also not going to see a lot of businesses on the sides of the road whatsoever. So it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful drive. And so on the way out there, I took my mom with me and Coco and Chanel. I've never been there before, only heard of it the week before. And so, again, there's not a lot of signs, hence that I wasn't sure where exactly I needed to stop, because I did put it in my GPS, so I had an idea, but there's not like for example, like a 123 Main Street address. It's just, Jackson Falls, Duck River, Tennessee was basically the address, so there wasn't like a specific number, at least that I could find. So we stopped at this one location, it was an overlook, a really pretty overlook, and we met some people that pulled up, and they said, oh, you need to go down to the next stop. It is a beautiful falls, and we're like, that's where we're planning on going. So I drove to the next stop, got out, and that is where I ended up hiking on that trail. Now let me tell you guys, I'm going to digress for just a little bit. Over the past couple of years, through various different things, my own slothfulness, I have gotten out of shape. And I'm like, I don't do trails. And so after that, it's kind of like I need to get back in shape. It's number one, I need to do it for my health. Number two, I kind of like to go out and do stuff, and I don't want to be out of shape. I want to be able to do things better. And then as I am getting older, you know, it's harder. So I've got a couple years of getting out of shape on me, so it didn't happen overnight, and I know I'm not going to get back in shape overnight, but that is the plan. After last week, it's like I got to get serious about this. So anyway, Chanel's chewing on something she's not supposed to be. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I just went ahead and grabbed her. It keeps her out of trouble. Hopefully Coco will stay out of trouble right now. But so anyway, back to the fall. So my mom is not in any shape whatsoever, through some different health issues, to go out and do any hiking. So she stayed behind and just at the little overlook area and kept the puppies. And it was a bit difficult on her because they ended up, at one point, I was still there at one point, and Coco pulled herself out of her harness. The harness got stuck on this, it was like a little fence post, and the leash part of it got kind of like jammed up in there somehow on the fence post, and then Coco just kept pulling, and she pulled herself right out of the harness. So I was a bit nervous about leaving the puppies with her, trying to control. So I did the trail, and it was basically, I don't know on the vlog if you could really tell it that easily, but it was like basically straight up a hill and then back down a hill, and then it leveled out. And so at the point it leveled out, I came upon the other site. I saw some restrooms, some picnic tables, and some people in a parking lot, and I realized at that point I stopped one stop too soon. So I walked back down the trail, got my mom, we moved around, and the rest of it from that point was actually paved. It was like a sidewalk, so it was easily doable. Even, I mean, I do consider myself kind of out of shape, so it was easily, once I got to the next part, I didn't really have a lot of trouble. You still go down, and then you got to come back up, but it's as long as you take it slowly, and don't have any serious health problems that prevent you, I think that is doable if you get at the right site. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. Both puppies got tiny little ticks on them. I was not happy about that. So they had a vet visit the Monday after that. It was planned anyway to go get a shot and just have their checkup and see how they were doing. And so I was able to, I did take one of the ticks and gave it to the vet. It was double bagged in Ziploc bags, but they tested negative for Lyme disease, heartworms, whatever they tested for them. It was all negative, and he said they're in good health. Coco did weigh more than Chanel, which I suspected she did. He didn't say she needed to be put on a diet, but he did say watch that. I told him she is so greedy with her food. Chanel's really just nonchalant with her eating. It's kind of like, she's hungry, she wants to eat, but she's kind of, I don't want to use picky, but it's just kind of like, whatever. She just has kind of a complacent attitude about it. And Coco is so greedy and a little bit food aggressive, and she just grabs for stuff so fast. And so he said, start feeding them separately. And I'm like, well, I've done that in the past, and they just end up eating out of the same bowl. So I just forget that. So I have gone back to feeding them separately, but still at the same time. And so this morning, I separated their bowls. I gave them the same amount of food that I would normally have given them, but I split it between two bowls. And they were both eating out of the separate bowls, which I was happy about that. And then Chanel just walked off fairly quickly. She didn't finish her food. Coco left her bowl and started eating out of Chanel's. So I'm like just throwing up my hands at this point. But anywho, I think that's puppy talk right now. I don't know where Coco went. I will show you her at some point. But here is Chanel. Let me show her to you guys right now. And she is still my big girl. She's skinnier though. She's lighter weight. She weighed 7.4 pounds and Coco weighed 7.5 pounds, so not much more than Chanel, but with Chanel being the bigger dog, the longer dog, it really shows up on Coco. So I am trying to be very vigilant about her not getting overweight, and I'm like, we just all need to get some exercise together. So let's see, eBay this week, zero sales. I did have one sale after I filmed last week's chat video on Saturday night. I'm very happy about that. So it's like, I know this happens, but you get a little bit discouraged about it because it's like, I want this stuff to go, get it out of the house. Plus I want, whatever little bit money I get out of it to save up for different things, fashion items, potentially a trip, put towards the new vehicle that I plan on getting sometime probably next year. And it's also like, I really want it just to leave the house. That's the big thing. So, and it's also so fun to do these sales. I love it. So any tips on how to get the traffic to pick back up, I welcome those if you guys have any of that. Let's see, what else is going on? Sorry for looking around. I do that when I'm thinking. I've thought about filming some other videos today, but I think I've got enough that I can put up next week. I'm hoping so, because it's like I feel like I want to get out and do something today besides just sit down and film. So I need to check my video, I call it the video bank, to see how many videos I got in there. I'm not that sure, so I may need to. I've got a lot of videos that I want to film. I just didn't want to film them today in particular. let's see, what else? eBay, puppies. There was some, talking about Jackson Falls, that was pretty much it. I have been bitten by the traffic, the travel bug. I have been bitten by the travel bug again. That happens to me every so often. I love to travel. If you're new to my channel, I love to travel. I haven't taken that many trips since I've started YouTube, but I have taken different trips in the past. I've been to Italy 3 times. I absolutely love Italy. And so I've been bitten by the travel bug again. So yesterday I started looking at some trips, and I was looking at some cruises because there's pros and cons about different trips, but I just love a cruise. I've been on, I want to say 7 cruises. I want to say 7, 6 or 7, maybe 8. Oh, here's Coco. She just came up to me, so I said, let me show you her right now. Anyway, oh, sorry, I don't know if y'all just heard that, but she just burped. Say, excuse me, I didn't mean to do that on camera, did you? Yes, you did. Anyway, I've started looking at trips, and I am this close to go ahead and booking a cruise. It is next year. It will leave next year. It's on a brand new Carnival ship, and it goes to, I think I had a puppy hair on my lip. It does leave from Barcelona, which I've been to before, and it does go to Rome, Florence, Naples, which from Naples, I don't care that much about going to see Naples, but from Naples you can go see Pompeii, you can go see Capri, Sorrento, and those are some of the places I want to see again. I've already been there, but I just love it. And I love Florence, love Rome. Then it also goes to Malta, and I'm very interested in seeing Malta. I just, for whatever reason, I really want to see Malta. It goes to, I may mispronounce this, Corfu, Greece, Corfu, something like that. Then it goes to Dubrovnik, Croatia. I'm so bad at mispronouncing things, but anyway, I think that is it. So I know it's like Greece, Italy, Spain, Croatia, Malta. Did I leave anything out? I don't know. I may have left something out. So it does leave next year, which is good. It gives me extra time to save up. So if I go ahead and book it, the deposit is just a little over $500. The deposit is, and then I don't have to have the balance paid until January of next year, 2018. So that gives me extra time where it's not like it's under a crunch and you completely empty your bank account and stuff like that. It's just I can pay a little bit over the course of the year, and it's not that painful. And so I'm this close to booking it, but what I need to do is, with Carnival, I'm not sure how they do this. I know how Norwegian does it. With Norwegian Cruise Lines, you can go ahead and book a hotel room to stay, like, say, the day before, or maybe even 2 days before, and you can book it right on Norwegian's Cruise Line's website. I haven't seen that on Carnival, so I am going to call them, and I want to get like all my ducks in a row before I go ahead and hit the book the cruise and go ahead and pay the 5 something. So I'm on the fence about doing that. We shall see. And there's also the argument, I've been to Italy 3 times, and then I'm going back, this would be the 4th time. It's like, go see some other places. Well, one thing is, I am going to see other places from this cruise, but on the other hand, it's like, I love Italy, and I want to go see it, and it feels like I'm getting familiar, so it also allows me to see other things, potentially, that I haven't seen before because of time constraints, so I'll go get to do more in Rome and Florence. So there are things like that, and we shall see. I will definitely keep you updated on, whether or not I booked it. It is a brand new cruise ship from Carnival, from what I can see, and the cabins are going so fast. So I feel like I really need to pull the trigger on this one very soon. So that is kind of what's going on. What's going on in your week? that's pretty much my week, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I just glanced at the clock. It's not too long today. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will also keep you updated on between the trip and my getting back in shape. I will keep you updated on those two as well, so I hope you guys have an awesome week. I hope it warms up in Nashville, because it's like, I want to get some warm weather. I don't like this cold weather, so I'm going to talk to you guys next week, and I will see you later. Bye, everybody.